Hello, my name's Michael Stabler of Stabler Farms, a farm that I run with my father, my 81-year-old father who's still going strong. We're located here today near Iroquois, Ontario. It's about 20 kilometers southwest of Inkerman, the headquarters of Sevita. Uh, just so happens I also work for Sevita for the past 19 years, almost 20 years, first Hendrick Seeds and then Sevita. So I've seen the soybean business from both sides, both the exporter side and the grower side. And today we're standing in our Genesis field, soybean that I've been growing for 3 years now. So today we're at actually our biggest farm. There's about 240 acres here. It's all Genesis this year, so as far as you can see. The field, most of our fields are fairly sandy, so sandy loam. Some years that's good, some years that's bad. This year maybe not so great because it's been fairly dry overall. This particular field would have had Genesis as well 2 years ago, and last year there was corn planted here. So the past several years we've been in a strict corn soybean rotation, so corn one year, soybeans the next, then back to corn. So crop rotations are important just for the structure of the soil, for nutrient cycling, etc. We planted no-till for the most part, so if you would look down you would see lots of corn stalk stubble. The planting no-till is again, sometimes a good thing, some years it's not ideal. It was a bit of a challenge this year because the corn stalks were quite heavy, so getting the seed in the ground was a little bit difficult, but as you can see from this field, I think the population turned out pretty good. I planted 165,000 seeds per acre, which should be sufficient. As I said, we planted on May the 18th. May the 15th was the last really good rainfall that we had. So we had 32 millimeters that day. And then between May the 15th and about July the 15th, we had maybe 40 millimeters that entire time. So it got extremely dry. That definitely affected the early growth of the soybeans. It looks a lot better now because the past few weeks we've started to finally get some rains now and then. And as far as yield expectations, it's difficult to say this early on. When I look around, I definitely see lots of flowers now, so that's promising, and the vegetative growth has been good the past few weeks. I'm more worried about my corn, frankly. It has really suffered a lot under the drought conditions we've had. So I think if we have good weather for the next month or so and sufficient rainfall, timely rains, I think the yields could be at least average, maybe better, maybe a bit worse. So it's tough to say, but I'm not panicking yet. Hi, I'm Michael Stabler, and we're finally back to harvesting here. We've had some wet weather during most of October, but now it's November 6th and beautiful 20-degree weather. Beans are back down to 13%, and I'm just finishing off the Genesis. Hope to be done today. Last time we talked here, we were going through a pretty severe drought. That was in June and most of July. We had barely any rain. Luckily, soybeans are very hardy, and when the rains did come in August, it was still enough rain to produce a fairly decent yield. So I've been averaging somewhere between 1.3 and 1.4 tons to the acre, which is really great, frankly, in a year where we had so little rain. So I'm quite pleased with that. So I've been growing Genesis, this is my third year, so 3 years now. Um, I was first attracted to the variety because, well, the main thing is actually maturity. It fits the maturity I'd like to have on my farm for my IP non-GMO soybeans. So it's not too early and not too late. That way, we make sure we can get it off first before we have to clean out the combine for any other GMO soybeans we might be harvesting after we harvest our non-GMOs. As well, it makes sure that the beans are good and mature and at a proper moisture level, 13 or 14%. Genesis, the first year I grew Genesis yielded extremely well, and on the official Ontario trials, the yields are very good as well. So that also was something that attracted me to the variety. So it's been successful so far, so I'm definitely going to stick with it for a few more years anyway.